right? So today's topic is how your words, right, affect your posture. And I can also the other way too, right? How your posture
nice post
affect your words. Did everybody can hear it? Did I say okay?
How your
Okay, I'm gonna say it again, Tessa. All right. Okay, you guys ready? Okay. So how your words affect your posture. Okay, and then I realize that I can do the other way too, right? How your posture affect your words, like either way, just like So either way. So don't you guys have you ever noticed, right? Sometimes you're saying negative things, and then you're starting to when you say negative things, how your posture goes. Like this. I never seen any single person said, I am awful. I am sucks, right? I never seen those people that. So I realized like, oh, okay, posture, change your mood. Posture, change how you feel. And then sometimes what's in your mind, your self-talk, affect your posture. I find it. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's like no tech. This is a very easy life hack. And then you can change how you feel. You can change your words. And then you're going to feel good. It's self-care. So what do you think?
Yeah. So let's push it a little further.
Yeah,
with self-care, right?
Yes.
Here we are standing and thinking and admiring ourselves because it's self-care. We are powerful women and men. We do this. But then we leave self-care and we have a headache. So
headache. Okay.
A headache. And you're talking to somebody, oh, my head hurts. So this, all of a sudden, you're bringing it, you're taking that headache pain and you're transforming it into your posture. The British have a thing that they say, stiff upper lip. That means
stiff upper lip. Interesting. I like the word.
Falling apart, but you do not have to let the world see it is falling apart. So your world is being destroyed, but you just have to go on, hold your head up high, and step into the moment that you have to be in. And that is something we do not practice ordinarily. We do not. You have to be grown up to do it. There are times you just have to realize what you're saying is going to affect your posture. The posture that you take is going to affect how you feel. What you feel will come out of your mouth. So what would you suggest? It takes time, though. It takes time.
It does, yeah.
Because sometimes we come up here and we have given you guys all kinds of things, and we do not have to look far for us to get these topics to bring to you. Those topics are really within us.
Yes.
Because we too can let our words or our circumstances affect our behavior, our posture, our words. So it doesn't matter what it is. It's not only what we think, but the circumstance we're in. An example we just used was headache. Do you have another one, Yuko, that you can use to show that it's everything?
It's everything.
Yeah, it's everything that you do. Like Tanya said, stand tall, strong, regardless of the situation. I was always taught that. A lot of us were taught that.
Yeah, me too, Tanya. Yeah.
But we forget, or we don't practice it, or nobody's telling us you have to stand tall. And standing tall doesn't mean you have to be tall to stand tall.
No.
Guess what? Does anybody have any idea? I put it in the comment. And Yuko, if you do, say it. How can you stand tall? What is standing tall?
Standing tall is like, physically wise, that's not standing tall. So I open up my chest, right? And then kind of pull myself up towards it. That's standing tall for myself too. And then mine, I can tell myself that I can do it. It's
Okay.
with confidence. That's like standing tall.
Anybody has another way of, you said confident,
Yeah,
proud,
yeah.
figure of speech, being strong. Any other
Yeah.
thing, holding yourself up,
Yourself up.
Fallon said. There is something else about that. There is another way of standing tall.
What is that? Can you
Standing
share
tall,
us?
standing tall from the inside out.
Okay, interesting.
Standing tall because you know you have to stand tall.
Very
You
much.
know you
Yes.
cannot crash and burn. You mightn't be tall, but you have to stand tall. I
Mm-hmm.
told you guys the example about my mother. She was only 5'2.5", according to her. My dad swear she was
Mm-hmm.
5'2", but she said there was half an inch. So anyway, when she passed away and they were
Yep.
visiting at the funeral home, we must have heard that comment like maybe 50 times. Oh my goodness, I thought she was a taller person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was her attitude. My mother wasn't tall, but
Mm-hmm.
she stood tall from her inside out. She gave you the appearance of a person who was always on top of things. So
Yes.
it came from inside out. So
Mm-hmm.
you do not have to be tall
No.
to force yourself to be tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you have to be aware where you are at the time, because that was how people perceive her. They
Mm-hmm.
perceived her because of how she projected herself. Remember, we say it in another way. We say, we teach people how to treat us. And that is not only in our words, it's our action, it's our energy. If when somebody calls you, the first thing you have to say to them is what is wrong with you. They're going to
Mm.
expect to hear that all the time from you.
Yeah. It's like almost a habit. What's wrong with you? Right?
Well,
And then they're gonna start saying all the wrong things.
and
And as they say like this, just like that, right?
their voice, and if they're in front of you, they do it.
Yeah.
And the
Oh
person
yes.
has, if you are worth, you're going to have at least an inch and a half to height. You're going to add that to your height.
Yes.
So Fallon
Please.
is so right. If you know your worth, just your attitude will add an inch and a half to your height.
Mm-hmm. I like that, Fallon. I like
Yeah,
that, Fallon. That's so
that
nice.
is that is really. I firmly believe we teach people how to treat us, but it's not only for our words; it's how we perceive ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
how we
That's so
how we
true.
bring ourselves out to them.
Yep.
When somebody says to you, "How are you today?"
Mm-hmm.
Um, when
How
I
do you
went,
reply? How do you reply, Tessa? How are
you
you today, Tessa?
absolutely wonderful. I am
See?
always absolutely wonderful.
Everybody
Because
see
there is
that?
no
When
way if
she
something is broken, you can fix it for me.
no.
What's the point of telling you that shit?
Yeah. But wait a moment. Like everybody notice that when Tessa said absolutely wonderful. Did you notice her posture? She's just like
You have
absolutely
to.
wonderful.
Okay. So
Jeez,
you guys all know how old I
it's
am.
amazing.
76. I am
Yeah.
not ashamed of my age. I love to be 76. I got to that point. I'm so happy and grateful. I go for a test for
Yes.
them to see, the
Yeah.
doctor send me, if the blood flow, so they do this ultrasound here, is going to the brain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then something on your stomach, I guess some blood flow business. So the man comes and he maybe was, let's say he was 40 or 50. I'm
Yeah.
sitting out and he comes and he calls my name and then he's walking
Yeah.
and he says, "How are you?" I said, "I'm absolutely wonderful." And he went
Wonderful.
and he turned right back to look at me because I am sure he has looked at my chart, he saw my age, and he figured she's getting a test done.
76. Yeah.
Maybe something is wrong, right? He looked back at me and, and he walked in. He was ahead of me because
I
he,
love
you know
that.
how they,
I love that.
you
Because
know,
it's like
yes,
most, yeah, typical 76 years old, except
yes.
for Tessa. Yeah,
And
right?
then
They're just like,
another thing,
they're just
yeah,
like that.
and not only that,
Fine, right?
he could.
Yeah.
So I was lying flat, right? So
Yep.
he could do those tests. And he also had the one on my stomach when he did it. So when he was done, I just lifted myself off the bed, whatever that thing was. He looked at me again.
Unusual.
And I'm saying to myself,
It's like
okay, so
unusual.
I shocked you twice already for today. But you know what that did for me? That
Yes.
gave me an attitude. It made me go, shit, man. You're okay. You're great. And that is how I felt when I
Yeah.
walked out of there. You
Yeah.
know, it's
I
okay
think.
not to be okay.
Yeah.
So if you're not feeling so good, what should you respond to? Well, I love that, Maddie.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Natty. We like
So let me
questions.
tell you something. Thanks,
Yes.
Fallon. Oh, Fallon, I'm going to adopt you and leave all my worldly goods to you. It's
Means
okay not.
I'm gonna be your family though. She's my niece, so
Fallon, it's just for you. Don't give Yuko any. So anyway, it's okay not to be okay. So if you're not feeling so good, what should you say? Response. Let me tell you.
please.
You have to consider who you're talking to. If you go to the doctor and you're not so good, tell him you're not so good, because he can say what he can tell you to do. If you go to a naturopath, tell them you're not so good. But what is the point of telling me, oh, Tessa-Marie, I'm not so good? What the hell can I do for you?
Yeah, Tessa-Marie,
know.
my knee hurts, not so good.
No.
You're not a doctor.
No. So if the person cannot fix it, why discuss it? If the person cannot fix it, why discuss it? You're not feeling so good. You could say, oh, hi, Nadi, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. I'm doing really well today. And in the conversation, you can say, you know, as a matter of fact, I bruised my knee this morning, or I ate something. No, the cause of your situation. We know. We just do not listen to our body's messages. Get the hell off the ice cream. You won't fit into the pants next week.
Yes, there is a reason. Yes. There's a reason why.
Maybe physician, heal thyself. Find out. Your body speaks to you. But so when you say, I'm not so good, you know, Tessa-Marie, things are not working, God, my body hurts, my toenail hurts. What can I do for you from next door? I could be in the same room with you. You know what I do? I watch your pattern. And if somebody, every time you meet them, they go to you and they say, oh, there's a lady that I meet a lot, used to, and hi, how are you? I'm exhausted. So now I try to make sure every time she's coming closer, I'm going this way. Because if you're exhausted, do something about it. I cannot fix exhaustion. My degree is not in exhaustion, it's in finance. So
you didn't graduate for that, right? You didn't graduate for that.
So Nadine, that is my response. You say how you want to feel when you're not feeling good. That is the true answer.
So you have to know who you are talking to.
Number one. And then the truth is to say to yourself, you acknowledge it, because but you know what, I want to feel better. So when people ask me how I'm feeling really great, really. And that alone will make you feel better. The third thing,
very much.
The third thing is to start being grateful for what else you have that is working.
My hands are moving, right? I have a hair, like shoulders, my healthy body. It's like we focus. What's working for you? What's doing something good for you?
But you have to realize your posture comes from what you're thinking, you're saying about yourself. And how when you observe others and observe things, and you decide, oh, things are bad, inflation is up, inflation is down, the price of gas. Oh, I don't know, man. I get that when coaching at least twice a week. So what can I do about the price of gas? I said to my friend, I said, just go and buy your own gas station.
So when your coaching, when your clients, when they talk about, oh, what can I do with this and that, you notice their posture, words.
Their voice. And if it's on a Zoom, I can see they're swaying like a thing with no bones. You know, I don't know what to do about the price of gas. Buy a gas station. That's what I told her. And she goes, what? I said, you heard me.
Solution. There's
Go
solution.
buy a gas station. Because you cannot do
How about,
anything about it.
so people complain about the groceries, bills of groceries. So buy a grocery store.
Go buy your own grocery store. Just buy the damn store. Then you can't
Or
complain. You own it.
have a garden like Tessa. To grow vegetables. How about cows?
Go grow your own vegetables.
Yeah. Chicken or cow. Go ahead. You do your own, right?
Yes. So your posture, you have to watch it, because after a while, it becomes you. That posture becomes how you are known. Like, I know this person that every time you see her, she says, I'm exhausted. She is known to be that person who is always exhausted.
Well, when she says, when she sees you like, I'm exhausted, how many times she tells herself, I'm exhausted? Maybe 60,000 times a day.
But then she ends up feeling exhausted.
Yeah.
And you know something? People have to understand your behavior, your posture is what is going to make you feel better. You have to, what you're looking for, you have to believe it's coming. So
that's so true. And then,
really, Nadi said, I think it's okay to say that it's a bit of a rough day, but I got this. As long as you're admitting the day is rough, Nadi is going to get rougher and rougher and rougher. You cannot give rough a chance. You can just say, you know what? It is what it is. Like the Pope said, when they said to him about who killed Jesus. And he said, well, it is as it was. So there's nothing you can do. So the day has gone. Somebody asks you how the day is going. The day is going. It's going. And you better get on the train. If I had, where I learned this, Nadi, I will tell you where I learned this. I worked in downtown Toronto, across from City Hall, between Old and New City Hall.
Okay.
St. Michael's Cathedral is maybe a 10-minute walk from there.
Yeah.
So at lunchtime, I would go to St. Mike's for Mass at 12:10. Then I would hang around. And one day I went after work. There was no Mass, but I wanted to go. And as I walked in, I heard, like, sit down. There was nobody talking to me. But I heard in my head, sit down. We want to talk to you. As I said, anything that comes to my mind, I pay attention to it before I do anything. I sat down, I pulled out a steno pad I had in my purse and a pen.
Okay.
And I started to write what I heard in my head.
In your head?
In my head. It just came from in my head. It's coming in my head. I'm writing it down. What I heard was that you are a daughter of a king. When you walk with your head up like a daughter of a king. Even if you're feeling horrible, you shouldn't be carrying it on your face. When people ask you how you're feeling, say, I am absolutely wonderful.
Wow.
Do you know
love that, Tessa? That's so nice.
And that's that is where that instruction came from. And do you know why? In July, my husband was diagnosed with cancer. At the end of July, I had to have a hysterectomy in August, the first week of August. He's in the hospital having surgery. The furnace broke down, so no air conditioning. Somebody stole the van.
Can I cry? I got the Kleenex.
All in 1 month. So you can imagine, then so then my boss, I'll never forget that man. If I ever see him, I'd hug him. He was the branch manager. His name was Randy Bonner. Randy looked at me one day and he said to me, if anybody can go through this, it has to be you.
That's a really, really, really tough situation.
Yeah, and then he told me that you are the one person that can go through all of this and keep standing. And from that day, he only referred to me as my sunshine. Every day when he come in, he goes, good morning, sunshine, straight to my desk.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just realized, I'm curious. Is any words, like what kind of words you were telling to yourself?
I don't know. I can't remember. but I know it maybe was reflected on my face.
You were you kept smiling.
I hadn't had the surgery yet, and and I went for surgery and all of that. And I said to me, "Good morning, sunshine,"
Mm.
and he always referred to me as that. But I had to make that effort. What I'm trying to say, I followed the instruction, and I have never let off for that instruction. The fire almost went in my mouth. And so, so that's one of the things we have to remember. You do not always have to express how you feel all the time. The more you talk about it, the more you get. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
There is no benefit to us to talk about the horrible thing, except it makes us feel horrible. It compounds it. We see it more in detail, all the horrible parts of it.
Yes, yes.
And your attitude changes, your behavior changes.
Yes, absolutely. And then, like, sometimes you are doing, some people, I should say you, some people, they don't know what they're doing that make the other people feel worse, bad, by sharing too. Like, oh, I'm horrible.
By sharing
I'm
that.
awful.
Look at what Don said. Don said, certainly, we all have someone in our lives that we have come to expect the same replies, regardless of who asks. All you have to do is to say their name to others, and they can guess what they said. It's true. Marina said, my mom is just like you, Tessa, and she's 88. No, you have to go on.
Yes.
And another thing is that do not mimic other people's posture and their ways.
Mm-hmm.
Do not, because somebody said they're having a horrible time, that is not for you to say, oh, me too.
Yeah.
And don't say it.
Yeah.
Hi, Deborah. Do not say it. What did Nadi? Be honest with yourself and consider who you are speaking to. I'm sure they're talking to. Yeah. Oh, I needed this. You went Fallon, you're still very young compared to me. So if you can change that and realize that, then you're halfway there. That's the whole idea.
Oh, very much. Yes.
That is it. We have to understand that you're not going to go to a baker to get penicillin.
No.
You're not going to the doctor to buy a pound of meat. So why are you telling me about your aches and pain? And all I can do is go down that damn rabbit hole with you and sit there quietly and absorb it. Then I get off the conversation and I feel like I'm carrying an
exhausted
around my neck.
Yeah.
You just unloaded your shit on me and I took it.
I know.
So, and then that is why in the olden days, right, when there were the hands-on doctors, and I'm sure a lot of people, a naturopath is one, or physiotherapists. So these older women would manipulate your body for different ailments or different things. If you're not, your stomach, your thighs, even for women who cannot give childbirth, show them how to, do things to their body. Okay.
Yes.
When they are done administering to you, this is what they do.
Yeah.
You have seen them. They shake it off. They let it go. They do not take that thing. You'll see that. I remember watching these women.
Yes, yeah.
They
shake it off the heavy ones.
Yeah, they're like that. Sometimes they, even in prayer, where they rest their hands on you to pray, these people will let it go. Let's shake this off.
Yeah.
So
that really
they don't
works.
want
that
it.
really works. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want that energy. At the end of a day, there is a practice that I practice it, and I dance for 3 minutes at the end of the day, especially if I've been in contact with people at the supermarket, at anywhere where you're with somebody. At the end of the day, before you go to sleep, you have to let them go.
Yep.
I dance to Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. And I shake it off.
I love the choice of song.
And when you shake it off, you have to make sure that you can see it going down the drain.
Yes.
Some drain somewhere. You have to get it out of your environment.
So it's a
Especially,
visualizing is okay, good, or even
yes,
helps.
no, but you have to shake it up and feel it. You're losing it. It's gone. It's
Yeah,
down the drain. It's going
yeah.
away from you. You're not taking it to bed with you.
No, because when you're sleeping, it's a fresh start. Your body and mind to just, you have preparing for tomorrow, and
Yes,
you don't want to carry the heavy stuff
to
with
bed.
you to
Yes.
bed. No,
Especially
no.
if somebody tells you something, somebody, there's always a I know better than you person, a
Oh
critic,
yes, oh yes, oh yes.
and you shake them off, get them off. Another practice my
Yeah.
daughter taught me is asking St. Michael to cut them off, like almost like they're on your body. So he uses his sword and he chops the way they attach themselves to you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a energy thing. So she said, you said, St.
yeah.
Michael, can you
That's it.
cut off all these attachments I had today? Get rid of them.
Yes,
And then they
yeah.
said, you have to play your part by trying to get what is left, the root of it, and throwing it out, giving them back
That's
the
right.
energy.
Yes,
Not
you
bad
gotta. Yep.
energy, but sending the energy back to them because they have lost their energy. That's why it fell on you. So
So you
before
gotta
that is,
figure out your own way. You can do your own version, like
yes,
cut it or just dance, shake it off. Just
you
send it
can
back.
do
You don't
both.
need to keep. Yes, you
You
don't need
can
to
do,
keep all the bad energy in
no,
you.
no. You need to know to cut this energy cords off of these people because what you hear will affect your posture. What
Oh,
you
very much.
think will affect your posture.
Yep.
And your posture is affected by those things. But if you have a bad posture and you cannot say, I'm feeling great.
Yeah. Like I never seen the person say, "I am wonderful." I am absolutely wonderful.
You have to
Right?
practice it. And
Yeah.
honestly, if you practice it, you will see a difference in your life.
Very much. Practice.
You,
Practice. Practice make it perfect. You gotta
yeah,
keep
if you
practicing it.
practice it, don't be a soul sucker. Fallon said, when you tell people how you're doing, because it can really change the mood and atmosphere if you're negative. It does. Words have power. Hi, Angelina.
Very much, very much.
You know,
When I greet my clients, open the door, they ask me, "How are you doing, Yuko?" And I just like, "I am amazing."
yes,
It
oh, I'm
I felt
fabulous.
uncomfortable. Yeah, I felt
Yeah, I am
uncomfortable
fabulous.
first, but I felt a little bit uncomfortable first. But now,
Yes,
because I
yes,
keep
you will.
practicing it, yes,
Yes, you
and then
will.
yeah, I keep practicing it, and then now I am very comfortable saying I am wonderful, I am amazing, and then my clients, most of them, they start laughing. That
Yes,
creates really
yes,
great
yes.
energy. You just
That
like,
is what
what
happened
did you
to me the
say?
first time. I said it at the bank. I was at the same bank with Colleen.
Yeah.
And I walked in and somebody said, hey, Tessa-Marie, how are you doing? I said, I'm absolutely wonderful. Everybody in the lineup look at me and started laughing.
Just like you spoke another language or something like that.
Yes, but you see, after a while, you yourself
Yeah.
will get it so easy. And you don't have to use absolutely amazing,
No, you don't
wonderful.
create the Tessa's version, but
No, you
you
can.
can
You
say
can
like
if it works for you. But you can
bold
say,
enough,
I'm
bold
fabulous.
enough.
I am feeling so amazing today.
Yeah, yeah.
I am great. But when you go, I'm fine. Fine is kind of
Some
not all there.
Yeah. And don't you notice when people are just like, I'm fine, they just kind of throwing the words,
Don't throw
throwing.
it, Yuko. They
Don't throw
mumble
it.
it. They mumble it. I'm fine.
I'm fine. It's like
Or,
it doesn't
I
sound
like when
fine.
they say, I'm good. I say, you're good? Okay, I'm
Good.
good. I got this. That I like. But when somebody say, how are you doing? Hi, how are you? I'm fine. I'm gorgeous. I'm amazing. I
Yeah.
have it all worked out.
Yeah.
Make it is like saying gratitude and spreading it out.
Very much. People feel the energy, right? I
They
feel the
do.
energy, right?
That
So here's,
that person
yeah,
and my nieces and nephews,
yeah.
especially those younger ones, they call
Mm-hmm.
me Miss Wonderful because I'm
That's
always
cute.
wonderful.
That's so cute.
But you have to feel good. What can I tell? Why should I worry my brother that is 10,000 miles away, my sister that is 12 hours away, by
Yes.
telling her, oh no, I'm so bad. I'm not feeling too good. You know, they're going to say, that is our elder sister, and she's
Mm.
not good. My sister Dawn, would call the others, and they would all be, oh, what's wrong with her? And they call my
Yeah.
children. Before
Uh-oh.
you know it,
Oh, it's no good.
when I
That's
built
no good.
when I built the pergola,
Yeah.
I took a picture where I was standing at the window, leaning on the window. My brother in New York saw it, and it was in the middle of COVID. He called my brother in England, and he called our sister in New York, and he goes, "Where is she? Doesn't she know she's COVID? What resort is she at now?"
Oh, because yeah, it looks like a resort. Yes. Where is it? She's in
So, and
island,
they had to
somewhere
they
in the
had to
island.
say to him, "She is at home." So that is what I mean. Watch what you say. You have your grandchildren or your children around, and they say, "Hey, mom, what's up?" "Oh, I'm great. What are you doing, mom? You look good." Da, da, da.
Yeah.
And you have to smile.
Of course. Yes.
So when I fell down the stairs, I don't think I ever told anybody. What could they do? I could walk. I felt
Mm-hmm.
it. I stood up. I worked through it.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Like it's like, oh, you go, I fell down the stairs, it's horrible. I just like, oh, I feel bad
Yes.
because I cannot make you feel better. I cannot cure you. I
So
cannot
you're
heal
carrying that.
you.
It's affecting you. You go to cook your dinner and
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear my friend fell down," and your husband is there, and you say, "Yeah, she fell down and she hurt herself, and she lives alone, and but you are feeling bad.
Yeah, very much.
You are feeling it, and that is one of the reasons I said I know that happened because I was not in the moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know I have to only do one thing at a time. So when you
Yes.
are given instructions of how to carry yourself, you have to continue to do that.
Yeah,
Give
Tanya
her a
said
Red
when
Bull.
Tanya said, when did you fall down the stairs?
I was
Imagine you
going
don't
to,
know
I
that,
was going
right?
down the stairs, Tanya, and I was on a Zoom call. I left the Zoom call because I heard the doorbell, and I went to get a box. The
Yeah.
box was not heavy; it was cumbersome. And because
Okay.
I was in two places at the same time, going back to the Zoom downstairs, carrying the box downstairs, which had nothing to do with downstairs, I slipped. I didn't hurt anything, but I strained my right thigh muscle.
Oh,
So,
oh.
so, and it swelled. So I stood up, I continued the Zoom, and then I had a coaching session. In between, I got ice and I iced it. And I had to do that for months. But the
Yeah,
point is,
yeah.
I didn't break any bones or anything. And when I did that bone density test, they said to me, your chance of falling and breaking a bone is maybe 10%. You will never fall and break a bone.
That's so low.
That was so low. And it's because I do a lot of activities. But that
Yes.
was what happened. But it's no point. You see, if I told you and Tanya and Ezra and everybody, the world would
Yeah.
come to a boiling, rolling hell. You would show up. This one would bring soup. That one would put my leg in traction. I mean, come on. So
You know what? I know lots of people like they started calling everybody on the phone list. I hurt my leg. I hurt my leg. I hurt my leg. They do that.
I told you about the friend I have that
Yes.
she retired, and every time I speak with her, she
Yeah.
would be telling me she's in her bed, she's lying down watching TV
Oh,
in her
yep.
bed.
Yep.
And now she got a lung disease where she cannot breathe. And they said they don't know where she got it from, and maybe she got a pneumonia and it left scar tissue.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I personally think it's all that lying down.
Oh
There
yeah.
is,
Yeah.
I think it's all that lying watching
I
TV
agree.
in bed.
Yep. Yep.
I think
Like
so.
lying down is how the lung goes, right? When you're laying
Yeah,
down or when you're
and
moving,
watching TV
watching
always
TV.
every day in bed.
Yeah.
And when you talk to her, oh, I'm just here, I'm lying down watching TV. I'm going to get downstairs. My husband cooked. So no, she's on oxygen.
Mm.
So I
I think
think
yeah, like her lung is not open up enough. right?
So it's
So
not only, it's the posture again, it's the posture, right? It's the posture.
mhm.
You
When
know,
you're
it's,
watching TV, like most people, they do like this, right? They slouch on the couch,
yeah.
right? And they just like watch.
How long are you in this posture for?
Oh,
That's the
so many
question. How
hours.
long?
Yes.
If you are
Like
binging, how long?
binging. Yep. Like five
Yeah,
hours.
I read something not too long ago. They said
Yep.
try to stand up and watch TV. Stand up and watch
That's a really
TV.
great idea. And it doesn't take much. It doesn't
No,
cost money. That's a really good idea too. And then you know what? The reason Tessa and I,
your plate was overflowing. I like that.
when we do lives, you guys notice we don't sit down. We stand up because it's like we think our energy is very important, right? And I find out like self-care and work. I'm a courage, confident coach, and she's a motivational speaker. So standing up, sitting down and talk, you can't feel the energy. So we
No,
deliver our
somebody told
energy,
me
right?
that. Somebody said to me, why do you stand up?
Yeah.
I understand you have to speak from your core and all of this, but you don't need to stand up. The mere idea of sitting down to do, the only time I sit down to do a live is on
Mm-hmm.
Friday night, girls' night.
That's a different, like you drink and like it's
You're
a different
drinking and there
atmosphere.
are
Yeah.
three other people on there and we are
Yeah.
having a lot of fun. It's more relaxed atmosphere.
Yep.
But
Yep.
other than that, I have to stand up. And because that is how I feel more powerful. Plant your feet on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that is bad for your posture is when you walk and your chip, your shoes is fly and you're dragging the floor with you. Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Walk like you have a purpose. You know where you have to go.
Walk like a
Why are you
model.
walking as if somebody's dragging you from somewhere? Why? Lift your feet off the ground for goodness sake.
That's we
You
have to
know,
learn from Tanya. You're gonna walk with confidence like a model.
but Tanya model, listen to me. My mom said to us
Yes.
when we were growing up, in my time, women weren't always tall, right? So we would, she said, push your shoulder. She'd just push you back. She'd actually just push you back.
Yeah.
She said, hold your shoulder back. What's that? And walk like you know where you're going. Lift your feet off the ground. She was like a sergeant major on posture. She was. She didn't fool around with all of us. Hold your head up.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. Yep. I
And
know.
that
My son teach me, right? The Kyle, he teaches me like, Mom, that's how you stand up, or that's how you
another
walk.
thing, people, women, there are much of you here today. Those of you that are still here, when you live this life and you are in this kitchen and you're chopping your vegetables.
Yep. How's the posture?
Yeah. Don't chop your vegetable and you're like this. You can chop vegetables standing straight. You can. You do not have to bend down to the counter. You can watch that. Watch how you're doing. When you're on your a laptop, watch your posture.
Yeah, that's like prevent from sore shoulders too, actually. So that's a really great way.
And it helps.
Yes.
It hurts. Yeah.
Oh, it hurts. And then you know what? But energy-wise, when I cook, I want to make sure I put so much love into it, right? So when you open up, you remember we did chakra.
Yes.
The heart, right? I think it's fourth ones. And then you can put compassion and love into food. Yeah. And when family eat that one, they get the love and compassion from me.
Yes.
Right?
But so if you're cooking and this is the desk, right? And you're like that.
Yeah.
But you can cook at that height. The counter is about that height. And you can, that way you're not, and your head is moving.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't realize your posture.
No, we don't. And that's where posture is important. Another thing with it is when you are on your laptop. All of that. So you're on your laptop, you do the same thing.
Yes. Like this.
And another thing, those people that are reading, when you are reading, you shouldn't be reading like this.
How you read?
You have to have it like that. It must be, your head has to be up and the book should be like this.
Just like that, right? Almost right here.
That.
Yeah.
and just
Oh,
and reach.
yeah. Some people they're like that too,
Yeah, you
right?
don't. That is not good for you.
And
And
doesn't look
all
attractive. Doesn't look attractive, actually.
well,
I don't
besides
look
that,
attractive.
but it makes you get shoulder
I
pain,
look more.
elbow pain, all
Yeah.
those
Oh,
type
yeah.
of things.
That's true.
It affects
Neck
your
and everything
posture.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the height of the chair you are sitting on? Many times people get pain in their hip, and maybe that chair is too low for their legs.
Yes.
If your legs are fairly long, you could be a short person and have fairly long legs. You know that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you're sitting because you're short, you bring the chair all the way to the ground and you're bending your knees when you're sitting, that is not good for your hip either. When you wake up, you'll be like that. When you get up,
Oh, very much. Yeah. Yeah. Like
you know,
stiff and sore. Yeah.
yeah, because you have to have your foot at a 90-degree angle.
Mm.
If you're slouching to sit in the chair because it's so low, you need to change that chair.
Chair is
All of that
important too,
affects your
actually.
posture.
Yeah.
Because if your hip is hurting and you get up, you'll be going, oh, you have to
Oh,
fix
sounds
that.
painful, Tessa. And then, can I read a comment that Tanya said? This is probably it's good. She said, my posture is from modeling and from ballet. When I was young, my ballet teacher was Russian and she had a stick she used if our posture wasn't right for ballet.
Of
Ballet.
course. Yeah.
Stick.
Like my
My
mother.
grandpa used to do that too. Bamboo stick. My grandpa used to do that too.
Yeah,
Yes.
my mother used to just slap you and say, she said once, you want to go to the ground? Let me help you get to the ground. Boom. She presses you so you want. So the force of the universe gives us power when we most need it. It's for sure. I love that. Hi, Amma. Don't project your negativity onto others. Be all yourself always. What you said,
Lots of comments.
I like a competition who is feeling worse. Oh yeah,
I
you
know
have
that's
to
a
come across
competition.
those people that have this high competition. I am
There's
feeling so bad,
Oh
and
my gosh.
you're not as bad as me.
That's so true. That's so true. Okay, my in-laws, they used to live in like, the old people's what is it called? Like apartment, right?
Yeah.
Well, elder people. And then every 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they sat on the bench. There was a competition. Who's worse? I remember that.
I
Who has
know.
more
Oh,
pills?
thank you, Tanya.
Yeah. What kind?
I
How
shake
many
it off and throw it
appointments?
out the
Yeah.
window. Be sure to what Tessa-Marie saying. You have every right to feel as you feel, but you must
Yes.
share it with those who are equipped to help you. Because another thing is, every good friend has a good friend. So you
That's
tell
true.
your good friend about your illness. Oh, don't talk to her. Or she's on the phone. Oh, good luck. She makes me feel so bad when I'm done talking to her. So now the reputation goes around. Oh, here she comes. Oh no, I'm going to talk to so and so. And you see, you could just disappear.
Yeah, Buddy's sitting in a room, so I had to close the door.
So you
Sorry.
did exactly what I was talking about.
What?
She saw Buddy coming. She said,
Yeah.
"I'm out of here." And she went. So when you see that person that talks negativity all the time,
Okay.
and their
Okay.
posture is down, and oh God, this life of mine is horrible. Oh my goodness, you see that coming, you want to duck, and that's what I said. Do like the older people did. When you are done talking to negative Nelly, shake her off. She needs energy. Give her back the energy and say, here, go make this into good energy. Another way to shake off that energy, let's say you're dealing with somebody and the energy was killing you. You pick up you shake it off and say, you know what? I'm putting this energy into the universe to become flowers and birds and bees and send it out to the universe. So the universe can fix that energy.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what we have to do. Brush it off your shoulder. That's what I do. And I believe there's something to be said for taking it till you make it, but out positive to get positive back. Put out positive to get positive back. Everyone start worrying about you. They do when they find out something is
Mm-hmm.
wrong. So because like you asking that question, I'm happy you're okay. I'm better than okay. I'm great. I need to come see you, mother, anytime. You're showing up for us
Anytime.
and standing tall. I haven't got a choice. So, and any
Wow.
more of
I
those
But the
posture.
Colleen, yeah, Colleen, your friend Colleen, she made a comment. My grandson was asked by his boss last night how he could always be so happy, and his comment was he felt good about himself and his life was great, so felt great. Ah, that's
But,
so sweet.
but it's true. If that is what I'm saying,
Her grandson is a teenager too, right?
I love
No,
Amanda. Maybe she'd love you. Thank you, sweetie. Aligning our chakras also help us align
that's
our
amazing.
posture. Yeah, our chakra. Like, people are afraid of the chakras. Marina, they're afraid of the second chakra.
What second? They're afraid of second chakra.
Oh yes, because
Oh
in the
yes.
second chakra, they,
Okay.
they don't want to go there. They're afraid of it because they don't want to stimulate it. One person said to me, I read about this second chakra. I want no part of it. And I go, really? I said, why? She said,
Mm-hmm.
they said you get pleasure there. I said, you just found that out. I said, where did you think all that pleasure you are getting came from? That's where it comes from. So she didn't like the idea that
Okay.
the second chakra has to do with sexuality. She
Mm.
didn't like that.
She
And
didn't
I
like that.
said,
Oh,
no,
okay.
she didn't. She was, again, is what you perceive, right? She couldn't see that chakra was good for you because that's
Mm.
where you create. And you don't only create life there, you can create what you want to create in your life from your second chakra, right? And she said when she figured it out, she did not. So she said she doesn't deal with it. I said, well, that's a sad
Oh.
life.
Oh, it is. I find it sad. You're
It
not
is sad.
living
So,
to
Marina,
live,
I would love
right?
you to take that lady and take her through the second chakra. She would blossom.
You mean you said blossom?
My grandson was asked by his boss last night how he could always be so happy, and his comment was he felt good about himself and his life was great. So he felt great. You see
That's
what
so
I mean?
sweet. That's so sweet. That's
And that
amazing.
and that he's 19 or 18.
Oh, okay. I was
He's not
wondering.
an
I thought
old.
he was young, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 18. Can
Wow.
you believe that?
Wow. That's amazing.
And we have to understand that you have to feel good, convert and create amazing transformation. I love that, Lawanda. I love that. People have to understand your posture, your thoughts, your words,
Yep.
your behavior, and when they're coming, sometimes I hear the phone ringing, and this is me. Okay, choice. I have to answer, but before I answer, I go, well, Holy Spirit, it's you and me. Let's see what we can do with this today. Hello. Well, I came over. I said, okay, breathe. Breathe. I
Oh,
said, please breathe so I can
yeah.
get it. And so when I am done
Yeah.
with that, I
Yeah.
have to shake it up.
Shake it off.
I
Oh,
have to
yeah.
make
That's
sure
so
it goes
true.
down the drain. I
It's
have to practice what
heavy.
my ancestors
Very heavy.
practice.
Yeah.
You
Very
know,
heavy. Yeah.
yeah, it's like as I said, when you're praying for that person that is in so much pain, and you have to, and you touch them, lay your hands on them. They should tell you after you lay your hands, let your hands release that. You do not want to take it home with you.
No. No.
And people have to know that.
Yeah. You cannot carry it with in your bed either. So like
No,
it's important.
the last thing you do is to let it go. My husband,
That's
one day,
important. That's
I'll
very
tell you
important.
something funny that happened. It was in the middle of winter, and we had a couple that moved in next door.
Mm-hmm.
And when they moved in, 6 months after, in the winter time, they moved in this fall, I think. 6 months in the middle of winter, we're coming home, and my husband is driving into the driveway. So I got off, And then he got off. And as I'm getting off, the neighbor comes, but there's a pile of snow between us. And he goes, "Oh, Sophia has left me." And
Oh.
his wife left him. And I'm standing there. "I'm so sorry." So my husband takes off. He has no time for this. He went
Oh,
in.
yeah.
And when I got in, he said to me, "Thank God for the snow, because you would have hugged him." It's true. If the snow wasn't there, I would have said, "Oh." And my husband, he took off. I don't want any part of this.
Yeah.
And then he said, "I was so happy I saw the snowbank, because I know you couldn't hug him. So there was no way you were coming in the house with this."
That's
what
it.
he told me.
Grateful for the snowbank, right?
Yeah.
I am grateful.
I will get a snowbank. So you have to be sure that you are not going to carry those negative energy. And your posture, man, that posture. Stop dragging your feet. Cook with your shoulders back. Chop when you're in the kitchen. Half shoulder back.
Yeah.
When you're in the kitchen.
Back.
When you're reading, hold the book at the proper height. Otherwise, you're going to strain your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And there those type of things. After you have listened to the tears and the torment of somebody, no hard feelings. Let it go. And when you shake it off, pick it up and give it to the universe to turn into help for the energy for the universe. You know, listen, but do not absorb.
Mm-hmm.
You are not a fixer. You cannot fix it.
Yeah, you don't need to fix everybody else's problem.
And you yourself realize who can help you and who cannot help you.
That's so important, though. Some people, I used to be like that too. Like, I gotta help everybody. But the more I do, heavier I get. My feeling gets heavier and heavier. And I'm pretty sure my posture was like really, really just like that too. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
And I said you do not have to be tall to ruin your posture. And you have to be aware of how you're walking. Don't drag your feet. You're going to fall. Yes. There's no, and make your hands be part of you. Mm-hmm. Some people walk and their hands are, no, walk like this. Your elbows are supposed to touch your hip when you walk. Mm-hmm. And this is the only part of your hand that can move. Because your elbow has to rest on your hip and you're walking. Mm-hmm. But some people are walking and
everything is just kind of like
all that affects your posture.
Nothing aligned.
It's starting to rain a little.
Is it? Well, it's almost done anyway, so we have to go soon. It's been almost an hour, right? Yeah. Uh-huh. I hope today's topic will help somebody, right? And then by you changing posture, I see a big forehead, Tessa.
Thank you.
I like it. Beautiful, shiny forehead. It's good.
Yeah, I'm glad you love my shiny forehead.
Well, you know what? No. In Japan, China, we said shiny forehead is a sign of smart. You're smart. You're intelligent. Ooh. That's what we say. Ooh. You figure?
I got to a nice
She escaped. It's not raining over there? Yes. Oh, good.
Yeah, I got to a nice spot. That's the thing about this place. You have so many nice places. Oh, and good Wi-Fi reception too.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's one of the things. So just for a recap.
Yes.
Posture. What did Don say? How your words affect your posture and how your posture affects your words.
Yes.
You have to be sure about that. And that is one of the things we have to understand to do all the time. Mm-hmm. What we do affects our posture.
Yep.
What we think affects our posture.
Very much.
How we act affects our posture. So, like, when the person cannot fix it, why ask them or go to them? You can converse in a way that does not weigh them down. You know, and we have to learn to do that. Pleasure is awesome. Present yourself to the world the way you want to see it. You want to see you. Choice is wonderful. We can choose how we feel in every situation. I agree. When we recognize this, life can still in amazing ways. It's true. Tanya is laughing at me and your rain, my rain. But so little tips for you to remember, women: do not slouch in the kitchen. You can do it standing.
Stand.
You can read with the book at the right angle, right?
Right angle, right?
Yeah, so that you can see and don't strain your eye. When you walk, try to always keep your shoulders back. Lift your feet. Unless you are sick, then fix it. Look in the mirror and see your posture. Can you adjust it? Do some squats. When you're doing your squats, do your squats in the mirror. So you make sure you're going down straight.
Yep.
You know, or if you do it, you will see your shadow in the TV if you're close to a TV. Use that as your mirror. And when you are listening to sad things that are horrible, somebody's telling you a story that really is kicking them up, make sure you turn around and you let it loose. Not in a bad way. Give that energy to the universe, just like we give the universe we get oxygen. And what is the one we give out? Carbon. Carbon.
Yeah.
Carbon. Yes. Okay. And it brings it back to us as oxygen, which we need to survive. So give that energy back to the universe of that friend that was heavy and say, please take it and make it grow. Hi, Rosie Rose. So these
kind
are
of
the
recycling, right? Recycling energy.
So that they recycle the energy. Your posture is important. How you walk, how you behave when you're cooking, how you move it. Do some exercise. If you find your shoulder is hurting, do some really good shoulder rollbacks and do. Hi, Rosie Rose, do some forward.
Really help, because I'm a hairstylist, right? Most of the time our posture is like that too. So I pay attention myself, and I let myself do like this all the time.
Yes, you have to send it back.
Yeah.
You know? So I hope you guys, those of you that are here, I hope you enjoy this show on posture. Let us know what you thought. Like, you can leave us a message. We're still here. And I love that Colleen shared is about her grandson. That is good. That somebody asked. That is an amazing to say
somebody
to
noticed,
18,
right? Yeah, somebody noticed his mood. Like, why are you so
and
happy?
told him. They said, asked by his boss only last night, how he could always be so happy. And his comment was he felt good about himself and his life was great. So he felt great. So this is so important. I love that. And that's how you should be. Do not be afraid to say, I am wonderful. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I'm so pleased with my life. Because when you say that, you are making yourself feel better. And that is what is important. Because sometimes people do not realize telling me, are you horrible, makes me feel horrible. But after a while, you become the horrible person in the group. And everybody's going to look at, oh my God, she's so horrible. How can you talk to her? And it just goes on and on. She's depressing. She's not energized. Where do you want to be in that picture? You know, so guys, have a wonderful day. And thank you for coming. We are happy and grateful on this 21st day of gratitude that you chose to come today. Rumi said, if you want to sing like a bird, sing like a bird, no matter what others think about you. So
I
today,
love that quote. Yes.
I love that one. So today, be grateful you have a choice to sing like a bird. No, and do not care about what others think of your singing. You want to sing, sing. You want to dance, dance. And so Don said today's topic really resonated with me. Thank you, Don. So anybody else has something to say about this topic, we need to know. Appreciate you, ladies. Thank you for today's topic.
Thank
Have an
you.
absolutely wonderful Sunday. You too,
Oh,
Fallon.
thank you,
Remember, I'm
Fallon.
leaving you all my worldly goods and possessions. So anybody else want to tell us how you feel? And let us know what we touch of you today. You can always send
Yeah.
it later. But
Yeah, okay, just put on a comment, right? And we
so,
always love to read your comment too,
yes, because
right?
your
Yep.
comment, we post it online, not with your name, but we post it. If you want your name, say, put my name, we'll put your name. You send us a comment on a DM or comment on the show, and so that we know we are touching you and helping you. We
Yes.
have been doing this show for over a year now. Is it,
Yeah.
Yuko? It's
More
over a
than a
year.
year.
But it's over. We started in March, I think,
Yeah,
of
March or
last year.
May or yeah, March or May or something like
March.
that. It's
Post
more than a
my
year.
Fallon said to post her name, so make sure we get Fallon. And what about me getting some
We'll
of
tag
your
your name.
walking good? Your worldly good. Fallon said I look 20. That alone made her get the worldly
You know
good.
what? She never lies. So it's the truth.
So that is important.
Yes.
What did Fallon say? Fallon said, "Give us all these purple hats." So make sure you remember that. Put it up for Fallon. So guys, make sure you continue to join us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks on the Sunday Self Care Show. Tomorrow is the first day of being gratitude for the things you want. So bring your goal setting journal, your gratitude journal, your blue pen. I'm going to teach you on both lives
Mm-hmm.
how to put them down in writing and how to draw your goals, dreams, and desires to you and what you should do about it.
Okay. Wow, that sounds
Okay?
awesome.
It
I'll
is
bring the goal
awesome.
setting journal. Okay.
Yep. Don't forget. Have fun, everybody. Love you.
Okay. Thank
Bye
you so
bye.
much,
Thank you
Tessa.
for coming,
Thank you,
Arigato.
everyone. Thank
Bye
you so
bye.
much. All right.
Arigato.
Bye.
Bye bye.